We're back with football, and here I have Mustafa, Segodi, Said, and Warifa. My name is Afolabi. It's another football show. Welcome, our guest.
Okay, welcome everybody. This is Congo's first World Cup. They qualified by the skin of their teeth with what I would call the most devastating mid-block in Africa. It's very hard to break this team down with their mid-block, and they play collective defense, and they move the ball forward collectively. Who are their two defenders, the central defenders? I mean, Bissouma and
Mbemba and Masuaku.
Matuaka. Those guys are
Mbemba, yes.
And Bisaka, yeah. In Mbemba. So these guys are going to be overloaded by a Portugal team, which has a fantastic midfield with Neves,
Vitinha, and Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, so in this game, definitely Portugal is going to have a lot of possession, and they're going to put a lot of pressure, but they're meeting a team that is very good at absorbing pressure. Now, we know going forward, Wisa is a good forward, but going forward, Congo is not that good. They don't score a lot of goals. What they try to do is if they score, it's through collective play and through counterattack and collective play. So it's going to be very difficult for them to score, and they're going to be under a lot of pressure. They have a solid team, but I think at the end of the day, Portugal's skill and class of players will be slightly too much for them. I'm looking at this game as being about a 2-1, but it's not going to be easy for Portugal because Congo is a steel team. They play like Holland. It's very hard to break them down. They're very disciplined and structured. What are your thoughts, Afolabi?
You're absolutely right. I mean, the Congolese team, they're known for their defensive solidity. You mentioned their central defensive players, and three of their defenders play in the Premier League. Axel Tuanzebe, Masuaku plays for Sunderland, and you have also this guy, I think is yes, Chancellor Mbemba too plays there.
Yeah.
And then you talk about this guy that plays for West Ham, I've forgotten his name now. So they have the core of Premier League defenders, very physical in their defense. In their midfield too, they have very physical players. So, and in spite of Portugal's undoubted talent and technical ability in the middle of the pack, one thing that Congo has that can really challenge the Portuguese team is the physicality. I mean, if you look at Vitinha, we've seen him for Paris Saint-Germain. Very technical, good on the ball. He can resist a press. It's difficult to take the ball off him. Good in tight spaces. João Neves, very good technically too, and Fernandes. But the physical side is not quite there. So I feel in this area, Congo will give them a bit of problem. But like Mustafa said, I mean, you can't defend with mid or low block for 90 minutes. Once one technical brilliance, one vertical pass, one ball slides through the defense and they get a breakthrough, and Congo have to come out. I mean, the floodgates will open and it will be easy for Portugal to pick them apart. But Congo is known for their rigidity, their solid defending, and they will give Portugal a very good game.
Yeah, they have on left wing. So Wisa is Newcastle, like you said.
Wisa is Newcastle,
yeah. But Bisaka is West Ham too. So these are very good players.
Ham, yeah.
So that's why I think it will be a low-scoring game.
Yeah.
It'll be a low-scoring game, but I think Portugal will break down the defense one way or another. So I'm going to say win or draw Portugal. What are your thoughts, Mr. Said?
Yeah, I quite agree with some of what Mr. Falabi said, but from what you said, Mr. Mustafa, I don't think the game is going to be, should I say, like you said, Congo defense line, and there will be a little bit tough note for.
Is there midfield actually?
Yeah, I understand, but I don't think Portugal is going to find it tough playing them. I think with the kind of capacity of players that Portugal had, like Cristiano Ronaldo, Mayu, Fernandes, this Joao Felix, like Bernardo Silva. I want to believe that the possession should be minimum of 80% to 20%. Anything short of that, it will be great for Portugal.
I'm going to say 65%. And here's
another thing. I'm still going to stand on that 80%.
And here's another thing. The Portuguese players are skillful, but these guys are more powerful. Africa power. These guys are more physical.
It's going to be a one side, no matter how powerful.
But the Portuguese, they are strong as well. They play like Africans. They are strong.
We're waiting to see. We're waiting to see. I believe that Portugal will win, but I believe it's closer than you guys think.
So it's going to be a whitewash.
Yeah.
I'm expecting minimum of 3-0 save.
What do you think,
No.
Fabi? What are your thoughts before we go to Warif about what Saeed is saying?
Of course, Portugal will win that game, but I don't think it will be that easy. I've seen, you see this Congolese defense. 3 of them, in fact, the 4 of them played together for so many games. And it won't be easy for Portugal, really. But I think what Saeed is saying what he's saying, because he feels once Portugal score 1, Congo will be tempted to come out. And once Congo come out, there'll be spaces for Portugal to score more. That's why I feel Saeed is talking that way. Yes.
Okay. We'll see what happens.
Exactly. Even if they park the bus. Even if they park the bus, like play like former Chelsea, park the bus and they defend on
Mourinho.
I think minimum 3-0.
They're going to play mid to low block, and they're going to be very physical. But we'll see what happens. They're not going to park the bus. What are your thoughts, Warif? Yeah. I feel like you can put it back to normal. What are your thoughts, Warif?
All right.
Is Warif there?
I'm here.
Yeah, go ahead. What are your thoughts? Yeah.
Okay, well, it's going to be an interesting game. We know that Portugal, if we talk about Portugal, they have the stars, they have the experience. I would say it's a complete team. But, football is something that you cannot really understand. It might, when we analyze it, but when they get to the field, it's a different ball game. Like the Congolese players, they have some experienced players, even though their team might not be complete experience or whatever. But when it comes to, like Mr. Falabi said, the defense, they might want to catch Portugal on counter-attack, but they have to be careful. Let them not come out. They should just, allow them to come and try to, but they shouldn't play complete 90 minutes trying to defend. Because those, what's it called? The Portuguese players, they play in good teams in Europe. So, and again, this is their first match. Maybe they might want to see if they can get a draw. They might not want to come out fully. So, if they can, and again, this one Bissaka that is in Fulham, that one, the coach might want to build his team around him in the midfield. Well, this is the World Cup. Anything is possible. On paper, we know that he's Portugal, but when he gets to the real thing, anything is possible. But I'll still give the match to, Portugal, maybe 2-1, 3-1. But it will not be a whitewashing.
I agree. What are your thoughts, Mr. Johnny? Is Johnny there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I am. Yeah, well, for me, I think it's Congo just gonna be a stepping stone for
Portugal.
For Portugal, they're just gonna pump their legs up and then they're just gonna win, And look at it, even the managers, what's his name, Roberto Martinez, Portuguese man, that's a seasoned manager. They got seasoned manager, they've got seasoned players. So then Portugal has reached the end. Can always go far. They usually go far. So I think it's just gonna be formality. Just show up and play and then go. That's what I think.
He's like
to me, maybe like 3-1. I'll say 3-1 to Portugal.
Yeah. So like I said, Mbemba and Bissaka, these guys are good. They have a very solid central defense and defensive midfielders. But like I said, I think, I hear that Ronaldo may be playing number 9. Why are they still playing Ronaldo at his age?
Grandpa. He might not play 90 minutes.
The problem is it's sad that Diogo Jota passed on. The only natural striker they had was Diogo Jota. And right now, the only other striker they have is Goncalo Ramos, who plays for PSG. He's not quite a number 9. So the only number 9 they have now that can, hold up the defenders and play is Ronaldo, who plays in the box. So I think he'll be on the plane to the US, but I don't think he'll be starting games. But I think, ironically, he might play against Congo. He might be a joker against Congo, really. That's what I think.
I agree. What are your thoughts, Segodi?
No, we always hear these things before the World Cup, like another team's gonna be wiped out. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, my only concern about Portugal is these guys like dancing too much on the ball. They like playing good football, and now they'll be playing up against a very physical Congo team, which is not gonna be easy for them. Once Congo gets to be physical with them, I don't think it's going to be an easy game for Portugal, because we saw even on the last World Cup when they played Ghana, it was not an easy game the way people
Even
thought
Nigeria,
it would be an easy game.
Nigeria didn't play Congo.
Yes. Yeah, they did play Congo. Even you can even remember during the 2002 World Cup when Senegal was about to play France in the first game. Everybody thought that France is going to wipe Senegal out, but they lost 1-0. So I think Portugal need to watch out against this Congo team, because we know what is Africa's problem. Africa's problem is not at the ball playing country like your Brazil. They can cope with those. Your Portugal, they play football. They can cope with those, because that's the kind of football that Africans love to play. Yes. Yeah. So now, I don't think it's an easy game for Portugal. I see maybe a 1-0 win, or maybe a draw, or maybe a Congo. It can go either way, I think, for me. Because
Segura, you know what? Go ahead, Segura.
I'm saying, what I've seen against Brazil and your Portugal, they play similar football. They like this skillful football, but they also hate players that are physical with them. You know, like if you're physical with them, they don't get to play.
They're not physical. Hey, but you guys, I have to say this joke. I've been waiting to say, you know what song they're going to play for Congo and they're going to win? Papa Ute, Papa Ute.
Little Makosa for them. Congo Makosa.
They're going to play Lua. They're going to play Lua.
If you guys will permit me, I don't think you guys take note of some players that Portugal has. Let me give you some. We have Cristiano Ronaldo, Joao Felix, Rafael Leao, Goncalo Ramos of PSG, Francisco Conceição of Juventus. That is, at least, I just gave you 4 strikers. Yeah, now, let me go to the mid. Hold on now.
No.
We have Fernandez, we have Silva, we have Vitinha.
Football is not like that, even with all the stars.
We have Polia. My brother, and the guys, it's going to be a white horse.
If we check some of the shocker in the World Cup, they have these stars. An African, Senegal still won, was it France?
Yes. Don't have hope.
They have all the stars. So
don't give all these don't give our Congolese listeners hope.
We are African.
Can I answer Said?
Yeah, go ahead.
Said, if you look at the team that Senegal played in 2002, your Portugal team at the moment is not even compared, because those guys had
you can't compare Senegal and Congo now. They are
we are talking against their opponents, Senegal's opponents.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about the Senegal team that played France during the 2002 World Cup. They were like rated the best players in the world by then. You had your Wilton, you had your Anelka, you had your Henry, you had your Petit,
they give the shock out of their life.
Like every player that you can think about. So for me, I think this Portugal team you're playing against, you're talking about, once you get physical with them, there's nothing they can do.
Yeah.
They played
then it's going to, if that kind of thing happened in that match, then it's going to be a great shocker then. That is what we call shocker.
No, it's not a big shock. Let me tell you why, Sai. We're saying that maybe Portugal win 1-0, 2-1. Let me tell you why. Portugal has a bunch of individual people who don't play together. Congo has played together. These guys withstood Nigeria. They're the same team. They all know each other. This Portugal team is a bunch of superstars who are from different teams. Ronaldo is toxic for that team. They should have won the last Euro, but because they weren't playing together, they didn't win. So what I'm saying is that Congo may have better team chemistry than Portugal. They have better structure. Congo actually has better structure, and Congo has English defenders on their team, English defenders and English CDMs who play tough. So what I'm saying is that even though Portugal may win, they may come out of that game with a black eye. That's all I'm saying. And even if they win, by the time Congo plays physical again, they'll beat Congo 2-1, maybe even 3-1. We're not seeing the Congo
black eyes.
But the thing is that
Mustafa,
the English league is better than the English league. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Mustafa, what I'm saying to him is, you can even look at Congo against Nigeria. Do you know what Osimhen brings to the team? It's way bigger than what Cristiano Ronaldo brings to the Portugal team.
Nigeria.
Yes.
Nigeria is better than Portugal, I promise you.
So you mean all these Congolese?
The way Nigeria was playing, the way Nigeria was playing in Nations Cup before they lost, they were better than Portugal. Better than Portugal.
Absolutely.
So you mean this? You mean this set of Congolese players now? They will now see Cristiano Ronaldo. They will be scouting for his boot and jersey.
Who's better Sorry, who's better right now? Ronaldo. Sorry,
I'm just making fun though, but that Cristiano Ronaldo influence will be definitely
Sorry, can I ask you a question? Sorry, can I ask you a question? Sorry, right now, who's better? Ronaldo or Osimhen? Right now, who's better?
Ronaldo, any day, anytime.
No. Osimhen's better than Ronaldo.
No. Ronaldo's presence.
He didn't even score a goal in the last Euros.
Ronaldo's presence any day on the field. It is something.
He didn't score.
Let us not take that fact away. Ronaldo's presence on the field of play.
What are your thoughts, Johnny?
I'm not saying form. If you are saying current form, like okay, fine, Osimhen.
Yeah.
But
that's what I'm saying. That Congo, Said, Congo beat a team, even though they got lucky, that had Lukman.
No, I quite agree.
Lukman and Osimhen.
Yeah.
And who's the other guy that played on the right wing? The other Nigerian guy that scores a lot of goals.
Ako.
And they survived that team. If you can survive that, that means that no matter who you play in the world, except for France and maybe France and Spain. What I'm saying is that they're not going to be embarrassed in that game. What are your thoughts, Johnny?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Absolutely.
So yes, I can imagine, of course, that that's the least I want even Congo to do, to just make it hard for Portugal to. It shouldn't be a write off. It shouldn't be a write off. You know, they should like you said, they should give them a black eye while they're playing at it. You know, and some knees and some blue knees as well.
I'll be back to remind you guys after this game, because I have a funny feeling this game is going to be 1-0, 2-1.
Yeah, so let it be 1-0. You know, let's be like that.
Who else is in that group?
I think they'll qualify, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they might. It now depends on the game. It now depends on what they played against Colombia, because Colombia and Uzbekistan.
Colombia, another tough
game. I believe Congo should be able to win Uzbekistan, but the game against Colombia will definitely be the decider.
Okay. How much time do we have left? Yeah.